Hi, I'm Alex Paulton. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Talking Timepieces, where today we're going to be talking about the IWC Flieger model 3706. This is an older model. It dates back to the early 90s. The newer versions are actually larger and have slightly different hands, but this is the original IWC Flieger pilot's watch, and it has the traditional German pilot's watch layout, Deutsche Flieger layout. This is a aviation-styled watch with day-date indication and a chronograph. Now, the beautiful part about this watch is its simplicity. It's a very clean watch, well laid out, easy to read under almost any lighting conditions. It's really a beautiful piece. Now, one of the things that has been said negative about this is that it has only a Valjoux 7750 in it, where in reality that's not a big issue, because the thing about the 7750 is, number one, it's actually a very highly respected movement in a lot of watches. Omega uses it. TAG, I believe, uses it. A bunch of different companies use the 7750 because it's a robust cam-operated chronograph. Now, the difference with the 7750 is that depending on the company, the finishing levels can vary tremendously. In the case of the 7750 inside the IWC, it's actually finished to a very, very high level. And I would say arguably it's one of the most highly finished versions of the 7750 available in the industry. So let's pop it open and take a quick look. Okay. So there we go. Now, this is a nice point I like to show people and point out. I don't like show people because I don't open my watch everywhere, but it's one of the things I like to mention about this watch is it's anti-magnetic. And it's anti-magnetic in the same fashion that a Rolex Milgauss is anti-magnetic. It has an actual Faraday cage and a non-ferrous anti-magnetic hairspring. But the Faraday cage is the same technology that the Rolex Milgauss uses. I notice it doesn't say 1,000 Gauss across the front of this or anti-magnetic in any high level. I always felt Rolex took themselves a little bit too seriously, and I own a couple myself. The thing about this is it is an anti-magnetic watch using a Faraday cage design. So right off the bat, it's a head above a lot of your watches that are out there in the industry. Oh, there's nothing on the inside of this one, but here, look at this. It's got a nice, some nice writing in there. It's the level of finish that really sets out the IWC from other pieces. And looking at this, it does not disappoint. It is a plated movement. It's a steel movement. The other versions of it have, obviously in steel. They went through the trouble to really finish this movement very well. You can see there's perlage, there's Côte de Genève. The rotor is customized. It's just a beautiful presentation of the movement. And I would argue that this is probably the nicest representation of the 7750 available in the industry. It's a really, really clean movement. It does everything you need a movement to do. It's not a column wheel, but the column wheels are more complex to manufacture, which is why they're favored by higher-end manufacturers. But cams are very, very robust. The system is flawless, and the 7750 is a bulletproof movement. And inside the IWC, it becomes a beautiful bulletproof anti-magnetic movement. The other thing about it is since it has a black and white face, it is a strap hog. It works with all kinds of straps, like as if this. If you think about, say, a Speedmaster, they actually look a lot. There are a lot of similarities, but there are obviously a lot of differences. But one of the similarities is that this is a strap hog. Any kind of strap will go on it. It looks really beautiful with all kinds of straps. And as you see, compared to the Speedmaster, it's the same type of very clear, clean presentation, and with the addition of a date function. Now, This watch, as I said, is smaller than the newer versions, but it's still a pretty nice package. It's a 39 millimeter case, which is a great size for wrists both large and small. And lug to lug, it's about 47. Thickness, it's about 14 millimeters thick. So it's a great size for a day-to-day watch, and it's got a matte case, so it's great for knocking around day to day. It's not going to be overly flashy or glamorous, even though you're looking at 3,000 euros, well, over $3,000 worth of watch here. It doesn't come across as flashy and expensive. It comes across as solid and dependable, and being anti-magnetic and being waterproof. And it's got a screw down crown as well, so it's not just casually waterproof, it's seriously waterproof. Don't use the pushers. It doesn't have screw down pushers. It's a 20 millimeter gap on the lug, which means you can put just about any strap on the planet on it. I have this is currently the factory buckle. It even says IWC in really teeny print on the buckle edge. This is the factory alligator strap for it. So in general, this makes a beautiful watch, perfect for day to day. You could even wear this with a suit, even though it is a matte case. Its cleanliness and its simplicity on leather make it perfect. You could wear this with jeans. You could wear this with a suit. You could wear this anywhere. This is a great piece. So this is, as I said, the IWC Flieger model 3706. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments, and I'd be more than happy to get answers to you. But for now, thanks for taking the time. This is Alex Pault for Talking Timepieces. Have a great day.